What's up everybody, welcome back to a new YouTube video. So a few things today that I want to share with you guys. First one being today, hey, May the 16th, birthday time! Yes, it is my birthday today. I am turning 34 years old. It's my 34th year around the earth, and aka around the sun as well. Yeah, so pretty damn exciting about the fact that it is my birthday, so I'm pretty damn happy with that. Now, the second thing I want to say is, yes, I am scrubby. I like the scrub. This is for the hockey. I want to keep the scrub until the hockey season is over. No, just kidding. I am scrubby, but I will make sure to do some changes of that in the next future as soon as I'm able to. But yeah, no, today is a review video, as of course you can see by the overall title of the video, because it makes sense. But anyways, today's video is a pretty special one because it is a brand new release for Hasbro. Now, thanks to that release, I was able to get my hands on one of the Bay that I wasn't able to get with Tarkatomi. So I'm pretty damn happy to have it with me. Well, actually, there's two Bays that I'm pretty happy to have thanks to this. They were from Tarkatomi from two different sets, and I wasn't able to, when I got one of the set that has this specific Bay in, because I bought it with one of my friends, I wasn't allowed to get it. Well, not that I wasn't allowed, I just didn't choose it as one of my Bay because I don't like to have those Bays because of the damage that they can have with time. I will explain everything. And one Bay that I wasn't able to get with the newest release of Beyblade X with Tarkatomi that I'm pretty damn happy to have with Hasbro, because I'm actually happy to have the chip that comes with it. So of course, if you use the keywords of what I just said to figure out what I'm talking about, I am of course talking about the new release that Beyblade has just made with Hasbro, which is a freaking amazing set. And I got everything. And when I mean everything, I got everything. I'm in trouble. No, but let's all put jokes on the side. Today, of course, to review as much as I can everything that I got, I will of course use my trusty on-hand scale to be able to measure the weight of all the pieces that I'm going to present to you guys, and of course telling you all about those pieces of course in this video. And of course I still have all the boxes with me so I can show the boxes before I show the product. So, without further ado, let's start. Now, when it comes to Beyblade X, you said to yourself, oh, it's good to buy yourself like a starter set, so you could already start into battle with friends that might have already a stadium and stuff like that. But when you don't have a stadium with yourself, what should you do? There's a few options. You can always go with a Tarkatomi battle set that comes with two bays and a stadium, of course, and two launchers. Or you could go with a battle set from Hasbro that comes also with a stadium, two bays, and two launchers. Of course, the quality of both are pretty different, but you will have some exclusive stuff that Hasbro has that Tarkatomi doesn't have, and some exclusive stuff that Tarkatomi has that Hasbro don't have. Like this one, the Sneak Attack Battle Set, the box 6 big. So the Sneak Attack Battle Set is a stadium battle set, so it comes with amazing stadium and two awesome bays. Well, two awesome bays. I don't know because I haven't tried them yet, but anyway. The base that comes with this amazing set is Rampart, Aegis, and Cutter Shinobi. Now, with the fact that we have a new Shinobi Bay, that only means that I probably need only to have myself Shinobi Knife back into my collection to get myself a full Shinobi deck with Shinobi Shadow, Shinobi Cutter, and Shinobi Knife. It would be crazy. But anyways, I digressed. So of course this set comes with two Beyblade, two light launchers, of course those little dinky launchers that most people don't use or use if they don't have any other launchers. Of course they come with their little dinky cords, of course. And this set is actually pretty special because, as you can see right here, the divider for the stadium actually hides inside of the stadium. I'll show you by showing you the arena itself. Now, as you can see, here it is in all of its might, but as you can see, it is flat. How come it is flat? Well, for two reasons. The first part is the fact that, as you can see, of course, the rail is integrated inside of the stadium. So that's one big no-no about these ones. If one of the teeth break, you're done. You have to buy yourself another stadium. Unless you have, of course, the Tarkatomi original stadium, then you're good because all the parts are exchangeable and all that. Anyway, so we have of course the plastic shield, we have the extreme zone right here, you have the 2 over zone right here and right here. And again, where is the separation? Where is the point that will, when you get into the railing, would bring you back into the middle? Well, that's what part about the sneak attack is, because it is hidden. As you can see right now from the stadium, it's pretty flat, but you have this little hedge here. What is that? Well, when your bait is on the railing and go all around the stadium and stays in the middle of the stadium, it will hit this little trigger right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's right there. This little trigger, once hit, will make the divider pop out. So if one of your first bay is already on the way to the center, it will activate this mechanism, making sure that the second bay will redirect directly into the middle of the stadium and probably even X itself. That's a probably, just not sure. And to put it back in sneak mode, you just have to press it down like this and it locks into place. Now, I know that the general explanation of this stadium is not quite perfect, but just let me... sorry about that. Okay, let me place myself differently. So, like I was saying, when you have a bay that will hit the railing, it will go all the way around, and if you have the chance of hitting the trigger mark, which is right here in the middle, it will pop out the divider to bring the opponent bay back into the center like the normal X railing would do. So you pop it up, you hit it, and pops out, and then the dividing happens and the bay will go back, will circle around and whoo, hit the middle. So that's how this system works. That's why it's called Sneak Attack Stadium. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly if I would have used the term sneak attack, but hey, it is pretty sneaky. And the fact that the Shinobi comes with this stadium, that makes somehow a lot of sense. Yep, anyways. Careful not to break the new stuff. Of course, I cannot really weight the stadium itself because I would need like an actual person balance to give you the weight of the set. Because, in fact, yes, the heaviest part of the stadium would be the center part where you have the hidden mechanism right here. So, of course, that's that. But honestly, when it comes to stadium-wise, one thing I have problem with Hasbro is the fact that their over zone are here and here instead of being next to the X zone right here. But in the same way, the way that the stadium with Hasbro is made, it kind of makes sense. The fact that the X zone would be right here and the over will be right here. It actually makes sense. Because technically with the Terracotta Stadium, when it comes to this part here, it's completely covered. You have plastic that will pump out to make sure to create the not the outer way of the stadium, but like a wall kind of railing type thing. Anyways, so yeah, for me, I think it does make sense to give us more like a diversity to Terracotta to have a design with the stadium that is technically different. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that put on the side, let me just place my stuff again. Okay, and we're back. So of course, with this wonderful stadium, like I said, you have 2 bays that comes with it. You have Raid Part Aegis and Shinobi Cutter. And for that, we're gonna present those bad boys right now. Now, with Hasbro, they decide to release bays that don't have ratchets. So we have a few of them that just came out with the effect that they don't have a ratchet. So it's a unique line that is actually pretty damn, well, unique because it doesn't have a ratchet. So the first one that is presented with the set is the wonderful Shinobi Cutter. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of the color because it doesn't really mean sneaky or anything like that with the teal like that and all that, but it is still pretty damn beautiful. I feel like if they have made it purple, it would have been too much like the other Shinobi Shadow, which would not have been perfect, of course. And like I said, this blade doesn't have a ratchet, so it's literally just the blade with a huge part around it, and of course the hole to put the bit. And of course, all the Hasbro Bay comes with a QR code, so if you want to scan this and if you're able to focus it, go ahead, free scan on me. I will give you all the scans that goes with all the bays that are from Hasbro, no problem. But yeah, like I said, you have a free QR code right there if you want to add it to the Hasbro game. Now, Shinobi Cutter comes with a different type of... Yeah, technically it comes with a free ring attached to the middle, which is this pinkish blade right here. Now, this will spin with your bay and reveal itself during battle to fill the gaps like this. And sometimes you could just go back in. There's a small lock mechanism, as you can hear, but it's not that strong. So this part will probably just fly around and everything, and if the lock breaks, it will just spin like forever. It will become like a tornado shinobi, basically. Now, the bit that comes with this bad boy is this one. Low flat, attack type. Now, you know me, I'm not a big fan of attack type, but honestly, low flat is a pretty damn good bait, and honestly, I like the color of it. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, we have Shinobi Cutter with low flat. Now, let's see the weight of the bad boy. Together with combo, so with low flat, the weight is 39.5 grams. Let's see without low flat, just the blade and the ratchet itself. We have 37.3 grams, which is not that bad, honestly. It's pretty heavy. It's heavier than Shinobi Shadow is itself, and honestly, it probably would be good with the proper combo. I feel like this could be pretty damn good. Of course, for myself, I don't think having it as an attack type would make sense because the blades are kind of soft and light. But having it as either balance or stamina would be pretty damn good. But then again, that's only my own opinion of the thing on the subject, and of course everybody is open to their own opinion because it makes sense. Now, the next bay that comes with this wonderful set is Rampart Aegis. Now, this one is pretty damn circular, so honestly, I thought to myself it would be a defense type. But no. This bay comes to us as a stamina type with the bit Gearball. Now, Gearball in this color is pretty not unique because we have seen it before, but Rampart itself is pretty unique because of this part right here. It looks almost like a 7 ratchet, but it's not, because if you count all of the teeth on the Rampart parts, it doesn't equal 7. It equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 points of impact right here. And honestly, having it like this, I feel like being a defense type would make more sense than being a stamina type. Now, let's see the weight of the combo of Rampart with the bit. Yee, it is pretty light. Honestly, I thought to myself it would be heavier than that, but it is 34.8 grams altogether. Let's see if I put it flat down. 34.9. Okay, one extra little gram. So yeah, 34.9 with the Gearball bit. Without the Gearball bit, 32.9. So this takes away 2 grams. That, yeah, okay. So, like I said, it is kind of beautiful. I love the design, but the weight itself would be better as a defense type than a stamina type, to my personal idea of the thing. And of course, as I said before, here are the QR code. Scan if you're able to. If you're not, I'm sorry. So, with that said, thanks to this wonderful set, we have ourselves some new Beyblades, and of course with a new stadium that has a pretty fun aspect to it without being actually that useful, I think. Anyways, if you ever want to get it yourself, get it. I think it's pretty fun, and the fact that it is, of course, a Beyblade X series is the idea of having fun with the creation and different combination that you can make with this wonderful package. So yeah, if you're just starting Beyblade and want to have yourself some 2 bays and of course some fun, go for it. I mean, it probably isn't the best, but it's not the worst either. So yeah. So, moving right along to the second product to show you guys today. It is a set that comes with a lot of product. And when I mean a lot of product, I mean a lot of product. Now, like I said in the start of this video, I talk about two bays that I wasn't able to get with Tarkatomi. In one of the previous set that Tarkatomi releases, they released Night Mail, defense type representative of the Night Bay that Multi used in the show, which was the secondary evolution, the third evolution of Night, being of course Night Shield, Night Lance, and now Night Mail. Night Mail being a UX bay with little metal balls into it to create a different type of defense into the stadium, of course, and it introduced it to us with the first 385 ratchet and a new piece called Bounce Spike. Now, with that set, you had some extra bays that comes with it. Extra combos, extra ratchet, extra bits that you can use to create different combos, different combination for your fun of it. It was a full-on custom set. Now, that custom set came also with two painted bays, two metal coated bays, one of them being Tyranno Roar, and the other one being Hell's Hammer. When I purchased the set with my friend, I didn't get Hell's Hammer and I didn't get the Tyranno Roar. What I got was the Night Mail and Terra Talon. Or Terrawing? Yeah, Terrawing, sorry. The dinosaur bay that come with the set. So, with that next set, I was able to regain the wonderful Night Mail as well as the blue Hell's Hammer. Now, this set is called the Extreme Battle Set. Extreme Expansion Pack. Sorry, my bad. So, the Extreme Expansion Pack comes with 3 blades, 4 ratchets, and 5 different bits. Now, here are the names. Let's go. So, you have, of course, Night Mail right here. You have Ghost Circle, or Circle Ghost. And you have Hell's Hammer, or Hammer Incendio, as they call it in English. You have the 385 here in beautiful green. You have a 965 here in beautiful transparent blue and purple. You have a golden-ish brown 455, and you have a 770 right here. You have Bounce Spike, Point, Ball, Metal Needle, and Rubber Axle. Now, if you didn't have those with Tarkatomi, make sure to get this set to be able to get those bits and those parts. If you already have them with Tarkatomi, well, you don't need that thing. Shit. But if you didn't have it, of course, take your chance to get it because it is worth it. It has some pretty good pieces that you can always use, of course. Rubber Axle, I'm not sure myself because I'm not a big fan of attack type, and according to many people who used it before, it burns the stamina really fast. So, for this set, I'm going to present to you 2 combos that I made and one that doesn't have any combo because the coloring, it's kind of my OCD thing. I need them to color match. So, the first one is, of course, the star of the show being Night Mail. Night Mail, normally you will use it with the 385 and Bounce Spike. Now, Bounce Spike, as you can see, has this little gap right there. Why is that? It's because it bounces. When it hits the floor of the stadium, it's supposed to bounce, to recoil, and be able to stabilize itself in battle. Of course, you haven't seen it because my fingers were in the way, so it bounces in the stadium to stabilize itself and become balanced. This would show you guys would be the take. This right here. So when it comes into this contact of the stadium floor, it will bounce like this. Probably not like this, but you know what I mean. It will bounce to stabilize itself and spin as a defense type in the middle. And thanks to the little middle balls inside, it will create a new type of centrifuge force to give him more balance along the way. Now, to measure the weight of this bad boy. Full combo. It is 33.6 grams. Not bad. Let's see if we remove Bounce Spike and the 385 and just weight the bait itself. And of course, being Hasbro, here's the QR code. Again, if you're not able to scan it, my bad. Now, let's see the weight of Night Mail itself alone. 36.7. Not bad. Actually, I'm not sure exactly if it's bad or good because I'm not an expert when it comes to weight of Beyblade and depending on how it works with combos. I am pretty sure myself that I just like to play with Beyblades pretty much. So, anyways, so that being said, it's a pretty good added collection piece that I will add to myself. Of course, I will use it in battle because it is just good, and I found a good combo that I want to use it with it. So, yeah, fingers crossed I'm gonna have something great in the long run. So, the next combo that I made was with the metal coated bay, aka Hell's Hammer. The beautiful Hell's Hammer all in blue with the 965 and the point bit. The blue point bit. So yeah, let's see how heavy this Ice Reaper is. 40.1 gram. Not bad. Let's see without the combo. And of course, QR code. Without the combo, 33.6. Again, not bad, I guess. Let's compare again Nightmail and Reaper Incendio. So Nightmail itself is 36.7 and Hell's Hammer is 33.5. So Hell's Hammer would Nightmail, sorry, would be heavier than this Hammer Incendio. The name are all gibbering in my head. Damn. Anyways, the next bait that comes with this set, of course, like I said, it is the beautiful Ghost Circle. So if you weren't able to get Ghost Circle before with Targatomi, you could always get it with Hasbro, which is pretty damn good. And of course, here is the QR code on me for fun. Let's go. Now, normally the combo with this one would be to use the 965 like this. That is pretty much a good match color. And to add to it, you could add always the white ball that comes with it to have yourself a full-on stamina combo that kind of match color-wise. And having it like this as a combo, let's see the weight. 33.1. Pretty damn light, because 33.5 was his weight without any combo. So yeah, not really heavy. Of course, you could always put heavier parts with it, or you could just not use it if you don't like the fact that it's pretty light. But let's see the blade itself alone. 26.6. So far, the lightest blade that I got. Although I think Rampart was pretty light too. Let me just check again. No, Rampart is 32, so even Rampart is heavier than Ghost Circle. I mean, sheesh. Anyways, so of course, Ghost Circle, if you don't have the QR code, here it is, the beautiful Ghost Circle. Now, like I said, with this set, you have two other ratchet that comes with it. You have this 455, and you have this 770. Beautiful 770, pretty useful with pretty much all type of combination that you could think of. It is a pretty damn good ratchet. And you have, of course, the rubber axle bit that has this rubber tip right here in yellow. You have this metal needle in forest green, I guess, dark green, and of course the metal tip. And you already saw it, the white ball. So yeah, that's for that set. Now let's move on to the next part of this video. I'm just gonna move some stuff apart, some stuff away actually. Let's move these away. Now, all of these next set comes with one thing they all have in common. Light launchers and little string cords that I won't use because they're trash to my personal liking. Now, like I said, I was able to get one bay that I wasn't able to get with Targatomi and two other bays that are kind of exclusive to Hasbro, and I'm pretty damn happy about it. Now, we're gonna go through, instead of going like the most awesome one to the least awesome one, we're gonna go actually from collection. Because each of them were released with a different collection. So you have BX, UX, and CX. So let's start with the BX one, aka Ring Ether. Now, Ring Ether made me think a bit about a Beyblade Burst Bay that was Kratos Raphael, which was based on, of course, Angel kind of Bay. Of course, in English, it was Glory Ragnar. Awful name, by the way. So, this Bay comes to us with a defense part, which is a new part that we never had before, aka Disc Spike. And it also comes with the Ratchet 080. I think we already had a 080 with Hasbro, but I'm not sure yet. If we didn't, well, it's a first. If we did, well, it's not a first. But of course, the coloring might be different than the one we already have with Hasbro. Being, I think they will release it with Ghost Circle with this original 080, which was purple, and with the orange gear ball, I think. If they make it like Terkatomi, it would be like this. So yeah, this wonderful badass of a round bay comes to us with 080 and disc spike. As you can see here in the back shot, you have the objective shot, the blade, the ratchet, and the bit, of course. So, the box is all good, but let's see the bay itself. Honestly, I like the design. And if I'm able to get my hands on the Viking bay that they made, that is kind of molded after Mr. Right here, I could literally make myself a Viking deck with the Viking Bay, Ether, and maybe Rampart Aegis or the other bay that I'm gonna present after this one. So yeah, like I said, this is the beautiful Ring Ether, kind of angel-like. Of course, the wonderful design that seemed to be kind of original, because I'm not sure if we saw this with Darkatomi as of right now. And in my hand, it feels pretty heavy. Not sure about the combination itself. Let's see. Let's boot up the weight scale and weight the entire combo together. A combo that comes out at 47.8, which is not bad. Let's see what it is just with the blade itself. Strong lock on this. So just the blade itself, of course, QR code on me. Now, a lot of people say that it might be unbalanced because of this part right here, which is the middle part of the blade. But honestly, I don't think it will matter that much. I will see with time by training with it and launching it. Maybe it would be, maybe it won't be. Anyways, let's put it on the scale. So on the scale itself, the weight is 37.3. So not bad, honestly. It's pretty damn good. And I don't know why they call it to be part of the BX system, because it doesn't have that kind of BX vibe to it. Like, it's not plastic here, it's literally just a sticker, and the middle part are all outside, so I don't know why they put that in BX. They should have put it in UX, because it is a pretty unique bay. So let's take a look at the part that comes with it, of course. We have the 080, which is pretty cool with the transparent green right here and the white out the outside, which makes sense. But I feel like being like angel-like bay, I would have put yellow here instead of green. But then again, maybe it makes sense to represent defense type. And of course, the new part that comes to this bay without being released before with Terkatomi, it is the disc spike. Honestly, I'm kind of curious of what this bit could do in the long run. I will try it with many different bays and see what it gets, but somehow I feel like it won't be good. Like, but honestly, I'm intrigued. I really wish it's gonna be good. But anyways, so yeah, that is the full-on combo that comes with this bay. Ring Ether 080 disc spike. Honestly, I love the design. It looks really good. So yeah, the next bay presented to you guys is from the UX line. It is represented as a UX bay and has, of course, a unique design. It is Valor Bison. Now, this is the other bay I talked about that could be inside of a Viking deck. You have the Bison, you have the Viking, and you have Ether. That could be a Viking deck. Just saying. Or maybe you use this bad boy with the goat and you have... Oh, actually, when I think about it, the goat and the Viking plus Ether will make the Viking deck. Yeah. This could actually put it with bear. Oh, actually, there's a lot of different decks you can make. Oh, goddamn! Okay. So, this one, like... Rampart, Aegis, and Shinobi Cutter, does come with an integrated ratchet, so it's only the blade and the bit that comes normally with it. That's why you only have the name and the bit name FB, aka Free Ball. Now, this bay comes to us as a stamina type, but I think as a stamina type it would be pretty damn good. I'm not sure if I will change the way that this bay is used, but I probably will change the color of the bit to represent a little bit more of the coloring of the bay itself. But then again, it could always be different wise depending on how you like it, of course. So yeah, here you go. Here's the back of the box, sorry, of the bay to present a bit of more of the implementation of how the bay looks. And of course, nothing is always better than seeing the entire thing itself. So here we go. Now, like with Heather, this bay made me think a bit of another bay that came with the Beyblade Burst series, aka Cursed Satoon. Cursed Satoon has those little rings on the side of his blade that actually are able to create defensive position for the bay. So basically, being a stamina type or balance or defense type would make sense for this bay. But it comes to us with this free ball done in this beautiful little brownish plastic. Looks like my poop. But anyways, and of course Bison comes with the QR code. Scan if you're able to. If you're not, I'm sorry again. So yeah, let's see how much it weighed together without the bit. Ooh, it's a pretty decent size weight. 40.9. Not bad. So 40.9 without the bit, and let's see with the bit. 42.7. Again, not bad. I guess. Like I said, I'm not an expert when it comes to weight about Beyblade and all that, but yeah, I think it's pretty damn good. Okay, now this bay I'm actually pretty damn happy to get because, like I said, I wasn't able to get it with Terrakatomi, unfortunately, so I don't have the Japanese code for my app, which kind of sucks, but again, too bad. So yeah, this bay is from the CX collection, but it is presented with the new CX possibility, aka the CX Infinity. It is the one and only Behemoth Blitz. Now, Behemoth Blitz comes to us with the CX series with the BK 150 Ignition. Now, you're probably wondering what is BK. BK represents the metal blade and the assist blade, because this bad boy has a four-part blade. So yeah, and of course here's the shot. As you can see, the 4-part blades and the 3-part combination right here, with Ignition being in purple, the 150 being in black and pink, and of course Behemoth being black and pink in all this beauty. Damn. Okay, and without further ado, let's introduce the main bad boy. Here we go. So, honestly, one of the reasons I wanted to have this bay is not because I'm a fan of attack type, because like you know, I'm not a fan of attack type. The reason why I wanted to have it is because of the lock chip. I am pretty damn stoked to have it because I have some idea of combination to use this bad boy as a balance type more than an attack type. But of course, I'm gonna show everything that has to do with this bad boy by presenting his entire combination, of course. The 150, which was exclusive to this bay. We do have a 450 that came with the Shark Scale, but this one is the 450 that comes with this wonderful Behemoth. You have the Ignition right here that looked like a mini castle. And honestly, yeah, let's see overall how the bay itself weighs with all the combo. 48.3. So far I think it's the heaviest one. If you can count on the video, you might think that it is actually the heaviest one. It might be it. Let's see without the bit and the ratchet. 40.2. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you the blade itself a bit more, and of course I'm going to show you the QR code right here. So, all of our CX bays could be undone with a little tool, or if you have nails, it could be undone with your nails. So of course you need to unlock the chip to be able to remove the assist blade, and then you remove the chip, and then you have access to technically the blade without the chip. So you have the chip, you have the blade, and you have the assist blade, which is the way that Beyblade X was presented first. But now with the new CX system, you also have an overblade and a battle blade. Now the overblade is all plastic, and the underblade is all metal. And this one is made for attack because it has a protuberance part right here, which is the most attack part. Now, normally, like with everything that has to do with Beyblade and this universe of attack type, all the parts of this Bey has made to be focused on one strike point. This being the heaviest part of the overblade, and this part being the main attack part of the assist blade. And of course, the way that the ratchet symbolizes itself, the heaviest part of the ratchet will synchronize with this part right here when it's all put together to be full-on strike attack. Now, I thought to myself, since you have those little gaps into the middle of the ring, there's probably a way to mix up the way the things are supposed to be. Now, if we take the heaviest part and put it elsewhere on the blade, let's say for example right here, you will have two heaviest part, one right here and one right here. And if you put the CX blade with the heaviest part elsewhere, like this, you will have a 3-weight point Bey. So you have the heaviest part of the metal right here, the heaviest of the plastic right here, and the heaviest of the attack ring right here. Now that's my way of seeing how this Bey can work. Of course, not everyone will go with this, but still. And of course, a ratchet that could be useful with this one would be a 5 instead of using the 1 if you want to go with more balance, or if you want to move with more balance with the idea of separating the weight around. You could always go with 3 ratchet, of course, and using all the different bit that you want to use. Of course, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any difference. So yeah, so there was all the Beys that I presented to you guys today. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the video, as always. If you did, leave a like and leave a comment on which Bey you think is the better one, and if you have any combo combination that you would like me to use, any of those. So yeah. Until next time, guys, take care, and as always, spin out. Dragon Roar!